Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about my Hoyas. I'm going to take you along on plant chore day for me and how I take care of my Hoyas in semi-hydro and chunky soil mix. We'll also be talking about how I fertilize them and what type of fertilizer I use for my hydroponics, and also a little bit of pest management, what I use. So I hope you'll stick around and let's get into it. So let's start with my Hoyas in soil. So last week I repotted my, wait a minute, let me get it out. My Hoya, it's called Sea Stones. I think it's a Burtonay, but a variegated Burtonay. Anyways, I repotted it and I put it in my chunky soil, which I explained to you last week on my video. So if you want to see my soil mix that I use for my Hoyas, you can watch that video. Anyways, so some of them are in soil, a chunky mix. And I also have, let me put this one down because we'll use it later on for watering purposes. And I also have other Hoyas that are in semi-hydro in LECA, which I love using LECA. I will probably start putting all my Hoyas in a semi-hydro or self-watering pots because I find it so much easier. So this is the semi-hydro, which are in LECA. And I also have my Hoyas, which are in a chunky soilless mix. And they're in self-watering pots. So these are without soil, a little different from my chunky soil mix. These are in our orchid bark, pumice, a little bit of what do you call it? Perlite, and that's about it. Because they're in self-watering pots, I find it much better not to put any soil in it. That way, they don't stay that uh, wet. Because Hoyas don't like their roots to be in wet soil. You can get root rot that way. So let's start with how I water my soil Hoyas. So what I do is I take them to the sink, but for video purposes, so I have one of these trays here so I can show you. Now I take my Hoyas, I lift it up to see, is it light, is it heavy? If it's light, that means the soil is dry. And what I do is I water until I see the water coming through. Like you can see here. See, it's dripping through. That way I know I've saturated the soil. And that's my way of watering my Hoyas in soil. Now, the Hoyas that are um, in soilless but chunky mix in self-watering pots. So as you can see here, this is totally dry. There's no water in it. And in these pots, there's a reservoir. There's a little window where you put the water reservoir up to, so that you're sure to put the wicking agent or the wicking rope is in the water. So what I do with this is I don't water on top. If you water on top, there's definitely a risk of uh, your roots rotting, because that way you're wetting the medium, and you're also putting in water where it's wicking up, and therefore it's staying too wet. So what I do is I I take my reservoir and I fill it up until it comes to the top of this window. And I put my Hoya back into it. Now this is ready. It depends on Hoyas, how fast if they like a lot of water, how fast they're wicking up the water. There's some Hoyas that will drink all this up in about a week. There's other ones like this one. It's the AH074. It takes about 2 weeks to wick up all the water. Now, I won't touch this until all the water is totally gone from the reservoir. So this one's ready. Now, I showed you this one with LECA. Now, I like these pots because they have a little mechanism here which shows you how much water is in the reservoir. As you can see here, the little stick or indicator is very low. So what I do is, with LECA, you can water your Hoya from the top. And as you can see, the wick is slowly rising. That means there's enough water in the reservoir. So what I do with my LECA, though, is once a month, I'll take it to the sink and rinse out the LECA. I'll take it out of here, and I'll take it to the sink and I'll rinse out the LECA. And this way, any salt buildup will be rinsed out. And I'll put it back in its position in the pot. So, like I said, if you have self-watering pots like these with a wick mechanism, you can also put LECA in them, use them with LECA or PON, or you can put, I like anyways, you can put a soilless mix like I did here, and use it with a soilless mix. But you cannot water from the top with this soilless soilless mix. Only if it's LECA or pond, you can do that. So that's about how I take care of my watering of my Hoyas. Now let's get into how I fertilize them. So for fertilizing, what I do is with my Hoyas, um, either in hydroponics or soil, I use the same fertilizer, which is my hydroponic, general hydroponics. I mix this up. It comes in 3 bottles, and I put it in a big jar like this, and I mix it up, and I have it ready whenever I want to fertilize. So usually with my hydroponic setup, either in a chunky soil mix or in LECA, or you can use it in pond, I usually fill them up every second watering. Like every time I fill up the water reservoir, I will fill it up with this solution. Now, for my chunky soil mix Hoyas, I usually fertilize with this mixture once a month. So if anyone wants me to explain to them how I make this solution, it's very simple. Let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video on it. It's maybe a 5 to 6 minute video, and I'll show you how I do it. It's very, very simple. Now for like I said, for the fertilizing, I will use this. There's also a kit that comes with it, and because this, you need your fertilizer to be between 5.5 to 6 pH. So actually 6 to 6.5. It says it on the bottle. So as long as your solution, once you test it with this kit, is between 6 and 6.5, it's good for your plants. That's it for today. Thanks for watching my Hoya plant chore video. I'd love to find out. Comment below and let me know who has their Hoyas in either soil or hydro, or even both. And if you like this type of video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. Unfortunately, very hard to get the videos out to everyone. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care. Bye.